Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. Happy Tuesday everybody. I am doing this video late in the evening on Monday, but I'm sure this is going to post on Tuesday by the time I get it uploaded. So anyways, I am here for my completed colored pages for the month of June. And before I do that, I always like to give you the prompts for hashtag Patty's Treasure Hunt. I did give them to you already in my treasure hunt pages that I completed because I knew this was going to get out a little bit late. But so for July, you have 7 prompts. And if you do more than 1 prompt per page, I always say that's okay. So they are as follows. Get your pen and paper. So pause the video, go get your pen and paper and come back. Okay, so for July, the prompts are fruit. It can be any kind of fruit. It can be a basket of fruit. It can be one piece of fruit, any kind of fruit you want. A flag, any kind of flag. I'm not saying it has to be an American flag. It can be any kind of flag you want. A 4th of July themed page. Anything you want. Use only the colors red, white, and blue. And if you have a problem coloring with white, or you don't color with white, but you want to leave some areas just blank, that considers white. Swimming, any kind of swimming, in a river, in a lake, in a pond, in a pool, anything, just swimming. And a person. So that is one that would be easy to combine, a person swimming. So you could do that, and that would do both prompts. And the last one is a horse. Okay, so those are your prompts for July. Good luck and happy hunting. And now we are going to get started. I have a little mini air conditioner fan, I'll show you, that my husband bought me. Do you see it? See? So it's kind of more like a swamp cooler. It has water down here, and it has a little filter. I'm gonna take it out so you can see. It has a filter, and you put it in here. So if you put the filter in the freezer, and when I was reading this, I didn't understand when they said, the cooler the water, the better. And it's because it blows out that water. So, oh goodness, now I got water on the table. But anyways, and you just turn it on and it blows it out. So, I mean, you do get a little bit misty from it. But when it was 104 here today, which that's a normal day in the summer here. But our air conditioner doesn't work great, so it was 88 in the house this afternoon. It starts to cool down as soon as that sun goes down, but it's supposed to be 117 on Saturday, so we're going to be a little miserable. I mean, I know we're not the only people in the world that don't have great air conditioning, but I'm kind of grouchy when we don't have good air conditioning. But anyways, so I have that pointed at me, and it does help quite a bit. Okay, so I colored out of 45 books this month. That's the most I have ever colored out of. So that tells you that I've colored at least 45 pages. And I think why I colored so much is I was on vacation this month. So I had 2 weeks off, and then I had COVID for the first 4 days of my vacation. So I couldn't leave the house or do anything, and I didn't feel like nauseated. I was just tired, and the cold and the cough and that kind of thing. I do. But so anyway, so I did a lot of coloring. And then the second week of my vacation, the first week I had COVID for half of it, and I had my grandkids for 5 days. They went home, and then I had a week with my husband getting home from the hospital. And, you know, as soon as we get him situated, then I just kind of tried to acclimate him. And then after that, I had plenty of time, so I colored a lot. And it's been super hot, so I don't go outside a lot on my days off, so I color. Okay, That's 5 minutes of rambling before I even started. I'm sorry, you guys. So let's get started. The first book I have here is Fashion Coloring Book. I just did this super simple page. I did it all with alcohol markers. And I pulled out a lot of books that I haven't been using in a long time. So this was one of them. In fact, I think this was the first page I ever colored in this book. Yes, it was. So I broke in a new color book. That's always a plus. This second one, I have colored out of this book before. Not a lot, but I have colored some. I was really disappointed in this page because my markers were drying out. This is what I don't like about huge images. Jeez, can't even find a page. Come on. When you have big images, it's hard to color with the alcohol markers. This one wasn't so bad, but it's hard to color with the alcohol markers and get a nice clean, well, where the heck did it go? A nice clean picture. Oh my gosh. This is like the worst video ever. I don't even know where it is, the picture that I colored. Here it is. So annoying. So there it is. The only thing I'm happy with in this is the puppy, the lips, and the eyes. That's it. But sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. And it's just because the space was so big, I think. It was hard to cover it all. So some turn out great, some don't. All right, then I had the Fantasy Face Grayscale coloring book by Hannah Lynn. And I love this book and I love how this page turned out. So I was very happy with this page. But you don't have such large spaces. Like the other one, her face was like this big. This one is smaller, so it's easier to cover. So I love how her hair turned out. I love her top there. I just thought it was a great picture. I really liked this picture. And I have done other ones in here, and I love this book. It's a fun book. And then we have another Hannah Lynn, and this is the Whimsy Girls Around the World. And I did this one of her sitting, having some coffee in Paris. And again, I was very happy with this one. I went with the more traditional hair. It took me a long time to do this one because it covers the whole page. But then they do another one where they make it a bigger and cut off part of it. But I really like this book anyways. I've worked out of this book a lot too. And it's a fun book. So if you want a fun book to color in, look at all the great images. You can tell I've colored in this book a lot, but I still have quite a bit I can do. Yeah. There was this one too, that was fun. And then they do it again, but with a background. So this is a fun book. If anybody wants to order this book on Amazon, that's where I found it. It was Whimsy Girls Around the World, coloring book by Hannah Lynn. Can't go wrong with Hannah Lynn's books. She's a great artist. And then here's another one of those, I call them off-market ones. I don't know. I bought them. I didn't know what they were, but so this is the one I did. And it's okay. This one was better. I like the dog. And her eyes are beautiful. Her lips are beautiful. Even her skin tone came out okay, but the hair, not so much. All right. Then I did make myself do a picture out of a book that I would have to use colored pencils because I hate working with colored pencils. So this is the Botanicum by Maria Troll. I love her books because they're a hardback covered book. You can buy these on Amazon. They're about $14. And I did this one. I could do it in gel pens because gel pens don't bleed through. And in colored pencils because see, it doesn't bleed through. So I did that one. It kind of took me a while to do this one, and I was kind of done with it by the time I finished. I haven't done a lot in this book, but I'm glad that I picked one out to do. But this book, yeah, I've done a little bit in this book, but not a lot. But I'm glad that I decided, okay, we're just gonna do a page in here. And there's the page I did when I've done this one. So I've done a few in here, but not a lot. The next one is the Sweet Dreams Grayscale by Alina Lazavera. I've gotten to the point where I'm not as thrilled with Alina's books anymore. I used to love them, but I found different artists. But I did do this one. I like how my apples turned out. And that's about all that I like that turned out. The apples here, here, and here. Other than that, I really don't like the page. This is Boho Style Hippie Girls, and I love this book. I have hardly colored in it. I've only colored in it like 2 or 3 times, but I absolutely love this book. And so this one turned out great. I like it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. But like I said, I haven't done hardly anything in here. And I do want to work out of this book more, because it is a fun book. So there she is. So if you want an idea for a new book, I know that Kiki bought this book, and I think just Donna Maria bought this book as well. Boho Style Hippie Chicks. It's a great book. This is it's a puppies coloring book for adults. I bought this book specifically for Jamie's coloring collab on Sundays. That is hashtag Dogs Coloring Collab. I've colored a few, but then I get bored in one book and I find dogs in other books. But I did this puppy for one of his Sundays, and I think he turned out, or she turned out, so cute. I do love this book. I've colored a few different pages in here. But lots of great pages in here. So if you're looking for a dog book, oh, here's that one's my favorite, I think. I don't think I did any more in here, but I'm going to set this book off to the side because I want to work on it for Jamie's coloring collab. Puppies coloring book for adults, and I bought that off of Amazon. All right, this is Classy Princesses coloring book by Dominica Victoria. I did 2 in this book this time because I was enjoying it. So I did this one, and I thought she turned out okay. I like my skin tones a lot here. And then there was just a lot of flowers in the back. Pen started to dry, but that happens. And then I did this one, and I kind of like her blue hair. So this book has a lot of great pages. I do love this book. Classy Princess. This is Fun Fashion and Fresh Styles coloring book for girls. I don't know why they say they don't have to be just for girls. So I did this one with her sassy little red dress on. And then I decided to do another one in here. So I did this one. Isn't she so cute? And I'm probably gonna get this book finished by the end of the year, I think. It wasn't on my goal list, but I've done a lot in here. So it might be one that I finish by the end of the year. If not, it'll get done for sure next year. All right, here we have An Enchanting World by Julia Sperry. Julia's pictures sometimes can be a little off the wall, but I still like her. And so I did this one. I think she turned out real cute. She gives you 2 sets. She gives you a set at the beginning, and then she gives you another set at the end. So, But I've done a lot in here, but then there's a lot of Christmas ones in here. So this is it at the beginning of the book. That's how I did it. And then this is my second one. I don't have any problem doing both. Some people don't like to color them again, but I don't mind. It's a fun color book. Julia Sperry. She has a lot of books, and I have a few of her books. This one is the 50-Minute Farmer's Miniatures. It's from Camellia. I don't know how to say her last name. And she has a whole bunch of books. Oh, I mean tons, probably 50 or 60 books. Yeah, I don't have them all, but some people do. Oh my gosh, what happened? Oh, I don't know why that happened. Oh, it was wet, I guess, and I closed it up. Oh well. All right, well, there it is. I did like it, but I guess it was still wet or something. I don't know. I've never had that happen before. I did it all in alcohol markers. Maybe my drink cup had some condensation and I drank something and it got it wet and that happened. That could be. But I've never had that happen before. But it is what it is.
Picture?
Just on the face. This is the adult coloring book by Jade Summer. It's called Flower Girl. I love this book as well. I did her hair kind of funky. I just did her hair orange and yellow. And I like how it turned out. This book has lots of great images. It's a fun book if you like to do people. Lots of hippie looking. Brenda over at Maniac Grammy's Homestead. I bet you would like this book. That's my page for this month. I'm not sure if I'll work in it next month, but there it is. Adult coloring book, Flower Girls by Jade Summer. I don't know if it's still in print or not because I've had it for a long time. This is Chibi Girls Kawaii coloring book, and this is a new book for me. And so I colored this one, and I really don't like how her skin tone came out. It was all blotchy, so her legs were fine, but I don't know what happened here. It was just really blotchy. But her hair turned out okay. And her dress was okay. I just had problems with her face for some reason. So this is a new book to me. It's really sweet. So I hope to color in it some more. All right, this is the first one so far of Sherry Baldy, because I color in Sherry Baldy every month. And so this one is the Sweet Treats Besties. So I did this one with the piece of pie, it looks like. I always like doing the Sherry Baldies. They're quick, they're fun, they're fast, they're easy, they're whimsical. I forgot to do her lips, oh well. And then we have the large print spring adult coloring book. This was gifted to me, I believe, by Kiki or I can't remember. I don't know. I don't have it written down. Maybe I did just get it myself. Anyways, this was an easy page to do. And so I think I think I did something that took a lot of time, so then I changed and went to an easy one. My cat's over there laying like he's dying on the floor because it's warm in here. All right, Firefly Gorgeous Grayscale Adult Coloring Book by Evelyn Liza. And this one turned out so great except for one little blotch here and here. But other than that, it came out okay. So I wasn't completely disappointed in it, but I didn't like how that blotched right there and there. But this is with all alcohol markers. All right, here we have for Fairy Lovers, and it is by Just Indie, And I have started coloring in Just Indie, and hers are very, I don't even know if I would call them whimsical. I think I would, they're just kind of dark, kind of bizarre. But I had fun with this one, and I think it turned out great. I haven't colored in this book a lot, but they're just kind of off the wall images. And I like the dark background actually. But I did this one. Maybe that's the first one I did in here. Oh, I did this one. Oh. I like this book. Some people wouldn't like it, but I do like it. All right, this one is one that is on my list, my goal to complete this year. And we are halfway through the year, so I gotta get a little more serious with this one. This is Artsy Girls Coloring Book by Deborah Mueller. Deborah Mueller's pages are very full. So this is the one I did this month. And I like it. Excuse me. But as you can see, her pages have a lot of detail. So I've done a lot in here, but I still have a lot to go. So I hope I get it completed. It is in my goal to complete this year. So hopefully. And then I have the Raggedy Ann coloring book. This is also in my goal to complete this year. So I did this one. And I did this one. I believe I will get this one completed because I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. And these pages don't take a long time. They're not very detailed. But they are fun to do. So yeah, I think I will get this one done. And when I do, I will do a flip through of the whole book. Okay. And then we have Fantasy and Fairy Cuties Grayscale Coloring Book number 8 by Dira Kikorsky, I think is how you say it. This is another one on my list to complete, this book. And I love this book. I mean, it just is a fun book to do. So, I think I will finish this book because I don't have a lot left to do in here. But this is my page, and I think it turned out adorable. I love her hair. And sometimes the quality of the paper makes a difference. And I do believe that this is on really good quality paper compared to some of the other books. And that does make a difference sometimes, because all the pages are so fun. Aren't they great? It's a fun book. So I'll set that one off to the side because hopefully I will complete it. This is another newer book to me, Chibi Girls Coloring Book, volume number 3. And I did this one. And it was fine. It wasn't a hard page to do. I haven't colored out of this book a lot. So I just grabbed this book and decided to work out of this book a little bit. I'm going kind of fast, you guys, because I know I have a lot. I did show these pages for my treasure hunt, but I always show them again in my completed pages for the month. Oh no, this was not in my treasure hunt. Nope, this was not my treasure hunt. These were just ones I wanted to do. So I did this one, again, blotchy right here. But other than that, I thought it turned out great. And then I did this one, and I was very happy with this one. So I guess I just wanted to do 2 pages out of this book, and I hadn't worked in this book in a long time. Diminutive Victoria. So I just broke it out and decided to work out of that book. We are back to a Sherry Baldy. This one is Summer Drinks. So we have this. It's fun, it's cute, it's easy. It's Sherry Baldy. And then I had the Princess Stained Glass coloring book, and I've colored quite a few pages in this book, but I hadn't colored in it for a long time. So I broke it out and we did Mickey and Minnie, and I think it turned out great. I don't have any rhyme or reason to my coloring. I just grab a pen and then I color some stained glass, and then I grab a different one. The only thing I think about more is Mickey and Minnie. But the stained glass, I just pick whatever and just color an area. All right, this is, I think, the last one for my goal to complete for this year. It's Relaxing Flowers coloring book, and I think I can honestly say I probably will not get this one done. I didn't realize how many pages I still had left to do in this book, so I'm probably not going to get it done. But I'll try. But I did this page this month. But there's a lot of pages to do still in this book. All right, here we have Spring Vibes. And this is the page I did. And it was fun to do and very easy and relaxing. So I enjoyed this one. Next book is, I haven't colored in this one forever. Since Johanna and we did a lot of pages. This artist is called Ikoku, I think that's how you say her name. And is from the Japanese color books. But I don't know how I bought this one, because I don't know that you can buy it off Amazon. Maybe you can. But I did this one this time. But I just love all these images. And she gives you 2 sets. So I did this one this time. And I think it turned out okay. I like it. All right, this one is Fairy and Fantasies Volume 4. And I love this book too. It's a little off the wall, but I love it. And this is the one I did this month, and it's like, I think she's a mermaid, and I love her. I think she turned out great. I only used like 1, 2, 3, 4 colors on this whole page, but I think she's so beautiful. I can't wait to color more in here. Look at that one. Is that one cool? So, yeah. All right, I did this one for Jamie's dog coloring collab. It's the Zen Doodle Colorscapes Cuddly Creatures. I really do not like this book, but I had done like 8 pages in this book, so it wasn't one that I'll give away because I've already done quite a few in here. But I have a problem working in this book because I don't enjoy it that much. So I broke down and did this page for Jamie's Coloring Club for dogs. And I don't think it's great, but at least I did a page out of here. So last month I was trying really hard to work out of books that I hadn't given attention to in a long time. This was another one, Jennifer Lopez, my sweet friend. Hi, Jennifer. She gifted me this book like 4 years ago. And so Love and Peace coloring book, and it's by Nina Taylor. She has it as well. So I hadn't colored in this book for a while, so I broke this out and did this page. Even though it doesn't look like it, there's a lot of detail in here, and I actually didn't even finish all the detail. There's a lot more detail in here in the hands, and I was just like done. I was like, I'm done with it for right now. So I love this book, but it's one that if you're not in a rush, sit down and color, because like that would take you a long time. But I do love this book. And I actually broke out another Maria Trolle hardback, Twilight Gardens, and worked out of it. So I did 2 pages in colored pencils this month. So this is the second one. And I do like how this one turned out. I like this one better than the last one, but they both are okay. But I really liked this one, and it was mostly all colored pencils. I don't think I did any gel pens on this one. It's all pencils. So I was happy with it. And I'm happy that I worked out of my book. I've done this one in here. So I haven't done a lot in here. So it was nice to break it out. Alrighty. Here we have Pin Up Models by Dominica Victoria. So this is like the 3rd book I've colored out of hers this month. And I did 2 in here. So I did this one, and I absolutely love it. And I think that's why I did a second one, because I had so much fun with this one that I decided to do this one. And I did not like this one as much as the first one, but these are just such fun pages to do that I love working in this book. Yep. All right, we're about 3/4 of the way through, you guys. Pin-up portraits, grayscale coloring book, 40 plus designs. Comes off of Amazon, and it's weird how they just don't tell who the author is, which makes me think that they just mass produce it like, I don't know, artificial intelligence, maybe, I don't know. But here she is, and she just turned out okay. Her skin tone was great. I wasn't happy with her hair, but it's a pretty book, and I've colored out it just a couple times. This was my first time to color out of this book. It's called Boho Dreams. And I was doing for my treasure hunt, I had to find a rainbow. And this was the closest one I could find. It is done all in alcohol markers with blotchy mountains, but you know, mountains aren't perfect. They don't look exactly the whole same. So I thought it turned out okay. This is another one of those books that just has a lot of detail. So I don't know how much I'll color out of that book. That was my first time to color out of that book. This one is by Alina Lazavera again, so I think this is my 3rd book from her this month. I did color 2 pages. I colored this one for Jamie's coloring collab, for the dog coloring collab. Was not happy with this page whatsoever. But nope, I didn't do this for Jamie's. I did this for my treasure hunt. We had to have a dog. So yeah, I did this one, but I was not happy with it. And then I did this for my treasure hunt because it was for Umbrella. And that's what I found for Umbrella. And I liked this page. And I did show this in my treasure hunt pages. Okay, and then we have Hot Flash Besties by Sherry Baldy. This one is just funny. It's all these pages of this girl with the hot flashes. And so I did this one with her fan and her drink. But they're just funny pages. Here she's got a fan and a drink. There's a couple that she's sitting in the pool here. Got one on an ice cube here. So it's a fun color book. Sherry Baldy has a lot of color books too. I don't even know how many she has. Here's another one of Sherry Baldy's, and it's the April Showers and Spring Things. And I did the sunflower, and I like my sunflower. I like how it turned out. So that was a fun page to do. All right. Now we have another chibi. So I did 3 chibis. And this is the Super Chibi Kawaii Girls. And I did this one, and I think she turned out okay. All alcohol markers. I like her little legs and her boots, but I think the whole thing turned out fine. And this was another one I ordered from Alina Lasavera. This is the first page I did out of here, called Happy Moments. And I did this for Jamie's Coloring Club for the dog picture. And it had the 2 dogs. And like I had said, I was not happy with it. So I'm just not happy with Alina's drawings lately for some reason. I don't know why, but they're very light. So maybe if I tried it with colored pencil, I might like it better. I don't know. But I wasn't happy with that one whatsoever. We're almost done, you guys. All right, here is the book I'm coloring out of for Rosemary You Rock Arts Coloring Club. That is called hashtag Color and Create with Us You Rock Art. And we are all working out of this book. So this month we did 2 pages out of this book because we just got started in this book. So this week was the ice cream, and it was super fun. And last week was the first week, and we did the fairy. And I need to go over and watch Rosemary's video tonight so I can see what our next page is in this book. Because I really like this book. So I need to set that off to the side. This one is Jumbo Fashion Coloring Book for Girls, 300 pages. And I did this one. This is another one that I have not colored in a long time. These pages go fast. There's not a lot of detail. And this was a cute, fun one to do. And I hope to work out of this some more. All right, I think we have 2 books left, you guys. So here is Jade Summer's Greatest Hits. This is a different one than the other one I showed you. And I did this one for my treasure hunt for a ball. And this one, I think it turned out really cute. The skin tone wasn't what I was expecting, so she looks like she got a sunburn. And then this one was for a house. And I like how this one turned out. Lots of detail though. So, okay, one more book, you guys. And the last book was a Sweet Treats coloring book for adults. And I colored this one for my treasure hunt for ice cream. And I haven't colored out of this book but one other time, I think. Yeah. Oh, I lied, 2 times. All right, let's count up how many I've done this month so we can log that in. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is the most I've ever done. 53 pages, you guys. 53 pages. Let's see. Yep, that's the most I've ever done this year. I think that's the most I've ever done. Last month I did 42 pages. So I've done 37, 47, 41, 42, 42, and 53 this month. So it wasn't that I was trying to beat any records. It's just that I had a lot of extra time with being sick and then being on vacation, so I'm sure I won't. Today is the 2nd, and I don't have any pages done at all. So, all right, you guys, sorry it's such a long video. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and happy 4th of July. Stay safe, stay cool, and I shall talk to you later. Bye-bye.